Hey guys, Fatguy Fixerupper here. So if you remember those cameras I installed in the south of my property the other day, for some reason they stopped working. I already checked the cable down here; it's good. So I'm going to go outside and check the line. I haven't had a chance to bury it yet. It's only been about a day actually. So hopefully an animal didn't eat it yet or chew on it or who knows what before I even had a chance to bury it. So come on with me and let's go see what's going on. Hey guys, I'm outside. So this is gonna be a little tricky. The selfie stick I ordered from Amazon still hasn't shown up yet, even though it was supposed to be here yesterday. So Amazon, you need to work on your delivery speed, especially when you say you have 2 day shipping, not 3-4 day shipping. But anyways, getting on over here. So if you look down here, it's hard for me to see the camera, so I don't know if you're seeing it or not. But this cable right here, I'm holding up my foot. That's the cable that I have running. So I'm going to follow this cable and hopefully see if I can detect any problems with the line. So, all right. I'm not sure if you guys want to stare at me or stare at the cable, but you know what? I'm going to let you see what I'm seeing. All right, switched views. Just following the cable, looking for any signs of damage. This looks good. It's possible maybe the coupler stopped working. I don't know. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. But first, we're just going to examine the cable. Make sure there's no damage. All right, I don't see any damage there. I'll walk around. That right there is our backhoe. The starter broke recently, and as you can see, I need to replace the hoses on it before we can start using it again. But this sucker's pretty old, but still works surprisingly. All right. Well, anyways, well, once we get the starter fixed, of course. No damage there. If you notice, there's other cables there. These are BNC cables for 2 other cameras I have out here on the trails that we use to see what's going on. Like I said, we see tons and tons of animals. Animals I never knew that were on this property. All right. Well, let's see. Whoa, there's a stump there. All right, this cable's up in the air. That's probably how I left it yesterday. I'm going around. Believe it or not, if you were watching my videos, the last few videos I posted were all done within the last 2 days. Believe it or not, I just do a lot of stuff as much as I can on my days off when I'm not working. All right, still no damage. Bugs in my face. Now compared to yesterday, it's even hotter than it was yesterday. Humidity is 75% and the temperature's 85. And fat guys like me don't do well. Don't do well in heat. And I can't. I'm gonna hate next week. They're saying almost 100 next week. It's not gonna be fun. All right, back to see what we're. Still don't see any damages. That's a good sign. We're approaching the junction box. Still no damage. Yeah. All right. Well, I just taped all this up yesterday. I don't see any damage, but I should open it up and see if the light's blinking. But what I'm gonna do before I open it up, When I keep going down the rest of the line, just to make sure that nothing else is broke. All right, spider in my face. Another spider web. These spiders don't mess around. They're like, build my web within 2 hours. Of course, they got to be able to eat, don't they? I hate spiders, but at the same time, I like them because they eat the bugs. Oh, another spider web I just walked through. No damage yet. That's a good thing. All right, heading on out in the field. Still no damage. Ow, thorns. Dragonflies everywhere. Yeah. There's a certain times of the year. Yeah, there's certain times of the year we'll have thousands and thousands of dragonflies in the air. It's crazy. It's like you can't look out the window without it just being covered in dragonflies. I don't remember what month that is, but the sight to behold. There's also a time of year where we have cottonwood trees and it looks like it's snowing. It's pretty crazy. Anyways, approaching the camera now. All right, here's garbage I got to pick up yet. Everything looks fine. All right, let's open up the box. Yeah. Let's see, is it lit up down there? I don't see any light. Oh, there is a blue light. There's blue lights here. Huh. Odd. I don't know. It's getting electricity. Very odd. Maybe it's just a setting in my camera system. So, all right. So, I'm going to try to see if I can get a signal out here. Remember, certain cellular service starts with a V. Doesn't want to fix my town's cell tower because apparently it's not profitable for them, even though there's probably over 1,000 customers in this area. So I've been using my Wi-Fi off of Starlink to make sure my cell phone works. Wi-Fi calling. So unfortunately, I'm outside the Wi-Fi range. Starlink. I wouldn't even expect it to make it through the tree line anyways with all those trees blocking the signal. So I'm going to try checking it out on my phone, see if I get a signal, and we'll go from there. All right, little update. So I'm walking back, checked everything in that box, walking back to the house, but I figured, you know, you guys want to enjoy the path I mowed the other day. It's one path that goes off that direction, another path that goes off that direction. You can actually probably get lost on this property. We got so many paths that go everywhere. Anyways, yeah, I'm working my way back to the house, and I guess I'll show you guys or talk to you guys again once I'm inside. All right, guys, in the basement. I'm gonna have to apologize for the bad camera angle. The phone's almost dead, so I had to plug it near an outlet. But anyways, you're probably hearing the fan too in the background. Sorry, I'm sweating. Need to cool off. Anyways, turn the monitor on. Still not showing anything. Where'd the mouse go? Well, that's the front house. Amazon's here. Look at them go. Am I correct? We should see them coming up right here. Maybe. Did I get scared? Oh, never mind. There he is. The beauty of cameras. I can see what's going on. Anyways. Note, don't answer the door for Amazon. Just because they have a vehicle and a uniform doesn't actually mean they're Amazon employees. It could be somebody that stole that stuff and is looking for a way to break into your house. So let them drop the package off, and then you can grab it after they leave. Unless it's something you know you have to sign for, in which case you're going to say, hey, I need you to sign for it. In which case you probably know they're real at that point. But, all right, cool. Walking on up. I probably can't show that, but anyways. So I'm going to try something simple. Just change the ports. Maybe something happened to the port. All right, there's a light. Seems to be working. Nothing blinking yet. I got it plugged into a 90-watt port. It was working fine yesterday. So it could be a case, anything. It's very possible that the injector box or the extender stopped working, in which case I'm going to have to literally go through the process of elimination, and who knows how long that's going to take. Well, since it's not lighting up yet, all right, so I'm going to try a 30-watt port. And there goes Amazon. So, did a little test. One of our cameras I have out in the front driveway, I moved it to a different port, and immediately both lights lit up. Unfortunately, this cable right here, which goes out there, is not having both lights up. It's indicating power is being sent through the cable, but no data is being transferred. That means I switch this back to the 90-watt port, and now I'm going to have to go back out there, check the box that expands the cable to see if that's it, and then I have to check the injector to see if that's it. So this is going to be a long process of elimination. Yay! There's a pack of coyotes or something. Holy crap. I'm out here without, oops, I'm going to have to blurt that out, without a freedom seed dispenser. Quiet! Get out of here! Quiet! All right, so I'm getting out of here. I have no choice but to retreat for now. Nothing I can do because I'm defenseless. Well, not completely defenseless. I can still take a stick and beat the What, due to there's multiple of them? Yeah. What sucks is my chickens are outside. Oh boy. To go back and get my freedom seed dispenser. All right, chickens, take cover. Birds are inside of a fence, but it ain't gonna help them. All right, guys, back outside. As you heard, that was a real incident. The coyotes. So let's just say I went back inside and got myself a freedom dispenser that you just saw go across the screen real fast. I'm gonna have to edit out the word starts with G I said in the last video in order to prevent being demonetized. But if they decide to do something, it ain't gonna be pretty. So I'm heading back into the woods and trying to work on that box. Here I go. Before I heard those coyotes, a bunch of ambulance sirens were going off just like a minute prior. And now I'm hearing the sirens again, just faintly. I wonder if it was just something related to that. Unfortunately, the cameras, which could see what was going on out there, not functional. That's why I'm out here in the first place, fixing them up. You know, that deer camera over there, you hear the sirens? I don't know what's going on out there. What sucks is it's a cornfield, so even if I walked out there, I wouldn't be able to see what's going on. Unless it was at an angle where those cameras are at. So, all right, I'm approaching the junction box. All right, switch views. Twigs, sticks, and stones. Whoop. Well, let's try to do this. I'm gonna put my freedom dispenser behind the mount, just in case. Safety off. Gun or edit here. Freedom dispenser is within only 2 feet of me, ready to go. You know, crazy thought. Maybe they weren't coyotes, but huskies. Because they sound like coyotes, if you ask me. And maybe because I heard the sirens, the neighbor might have a bunch of them. So it sounds like a pack of them. But it literally sounded like they were within 30 feet of me or something. But anyways, ooh, it's kind of warm. I wonder if I should just do this. Why aren't you coming out? Ooh, well, that's not good. Well, that explains. You know, I wonder if this came loose. All right, slide it up. This one's lighting up. Could it just be a simple case of me accidentally unplugging it or something? Well, for now, I feel like there's a bug or something going up my leg. It does not feel good. Ah, there's a bug. All right. All right, so check that thing out. Everything's lighting up. So it's out to the cameras. Check the cameras, make sure they're lighting up. I'm going to try to get a signal again So it was pretty hopeless the last 2 times I tried. But if I don't get a signal out there, walk back, look again, don't get anything, I'll have to walk back out, do it all over again. And unfortunately, I'm walking like 4 acres back and forth, I think. Oh no, it's more like, it's not 4 acres. It's about 600 to 700 feet or something like that through wooded terrain. Hearing weird things again. All right, here we go. Every once in a while I hear a bark. So maybe it was huskies. Hopefully it was huskies. But just looking around, just trying to be careful. If you notice, it's breezy out here now. Yesterday there was no wind. It was crazy. All right, so they're lit up. It's getting its power. They're just not blinking. Well, check the network line. And it's getting power on this camera. All right, so what I'm going to do, close this up again and head back to the house. So I'm not even going to try to get a signal out here again. It's a waste of time. But hopefully this will fix the problem. And I keep forgetting, because I haven't found the special screw yet to adjust it. I put duct tape on it, and hearing weird animal sounds from the water over there. Not sure if you can see it. Let's see if I can. Yeah. There's a bird over there, but I meant in the water. But so yeah, so I'm gonna head back to the house. Hopefully this will be good to go. Back to the basement again, and it's not blinking. The other ones are blinking, not this one. In which case, this most likely means it's still not working, even though it clearly sees them. What happened? What in the world? I have tempted just to ride the lawnmower out there from now on. I don't have to walk so much. Well, crap. I really want this to work. So I'm going to do process of elimination. And the process of elimination is disconnect the injector box first and just do one camera and see how that goes. I just wish our cell service would work out there so I wouldn't have to walk back and forth. It's making me lose weight, man. You know how hard it is to keep this weight on? You have to eat 10 pizzas a day. So I'm doing the process of elimination right now. I'll try to figure out this problem. Sure, you can tell I unplugged one of the camera things, and I'm just waiting to make sure that it works. The light's still blinking, but this could take a little bit. So I'm just going to be doing a lot of rinse and repeating of different things, or I should say, trying out a bunch of different things. So I'll let you know. I can figure it out. Hey guys, I'm back in my basement. I'm going through the process of elimination. So I decided to come back here to the station to see maybe if it was the port on the device or if it's the device itself. But this cable, which goes out to the back, was plugged into this one, and it seems to be working just fine. It's connecting, it's communicating with this camera, and I'm just waiting for it to come up on the screen so that way I can confirm that it actually works. And there it is. It just came up. Boom. Alright, so I know that port's working, so I'll plug it back in that port, and I'm going to take this setup and go out to the junction box that's in the woods and plug it in that cable and wait and see what happens. Alright guys, so I'm back out at the junction box. I had the camera plugged in. Looks like it just lit up. Looks like it seems to be working. So give it a couple minutes and I'll see if it actually shows up on the screen out there. The invasions of the chickens. They're everywhere. They're attacking. Oh no. Alright, so I'm at this box. Through the process of elimination, it has to be this thing. So I have to go open it up, try to change connectors, see what happens. Alright everyone. So I found the problem. This coupler, this black cable right here, wasn't pushed in all the way. So I just spent 4 hours doing the process of elimination, walking back and forth, 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 only to find out it was right next to my house where the problem was the whole time. I just thank God it was something simple to fix, but oh, I should have looked here first, man. I should have looked here first. All right. If you like today's episode, like and subscribe. As always, it gives me encouragement. Keep on working. Keep trying to get my property all fixed up. And hopefully your guys are entertained. So I'll see you guys on the next episode.